Okay, the Aquaholics are in place. Here we go. They're going to start out with a two-man flying dog start. Hawk and Robert up to speed here. They stand up there. Oh, there they both go. Hoping that there's no sticks in the water.
Now, does it make a difference if you got big feet or small barefoot? Or do you got, does it just matter if you got a fast boat?
I got out of a fast boat. Here we got a guy up here that says that he can ski too. A guy named Paul. Get on that, I'll teach you our way back down.
It's all focus center. Here they come.
Robert Schroeder, narrow left.
Hey, they're barefoot.
This is the ultimate in that. We're going to have the Travis Schroeder standing on Robert and Summer Webb standing on her father, Daryl. They're going to ski that way. They're going to use their dad to ski. There we go. Travis even one-handed it. Whoa, what a show. What?
There they are. Up and down.
Get the rope. Okay. So you get the rope out in front of you. Arms straight. Yeah, okay, we're looking good now. Looking good. And then all you've got to do is keep them arms bent just a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of cushion. And you hang on real tight. No matter what happens, keep that straight. Whatever you do, don't let go. And when you're ready, just say, hit! Hit! Don't let go. I think you forgot your skis. That's what I forgot. I knew there was something I forgot. That does, no, I was smart enough to let go of the rope. We didn't tell him that. They look like they're trolling for some fast salmon or something. What? No, that's called weight. I think he needed skis. I don't think he did a one. Oh, there he goes. Good job, Paul. It was a good effort. I think that's all the better I did. Look at Don. Robbie Henderson coming down on knee boards, side by side, two of them. Good, up, jumping each other's ropes. Driving that beautiful boat. Mastercraft boat. Whoa! Backwards. Come back down for another pass. And Hunt and Jeff and Justin are going to get ready for a three-man slalom. We're going to see if they can all hang each other with these ski ropes. Up, in. You gonna put skis on this time? got time, you go on back over there. We'll see if we got time. These boats are busy tonight. Who cares if they're a little tangled? Might make it more exciting. Over each other. Like it could be a hair-raising experience. Might raise it right off your head if that rope catches you. Driving the Mastercraft Aquaholic's boat. You know, they're going to try and get them standing up on top of each other. Ciro's up here to pick up the loose skis that they left behind. Looks to me like everybody's still standing, looking through the trees. Robbie Anderson, General Webb, Travis Schroeder. Give him a big wave. Good job, guys. Come by with Jennifer up top. Summer up top, Jennifer driving the boat. Sorry about that, Jennifer. Summer doing a good job up there. I don't know if I'd want to be up there. That's a long way just to the bottom. This river isn't real deep. We were checking it the other day. It's 28 inches deep right there where they made the turn. Good job, guys. Aquaholic. an hour and crank it hard and it'll just turn right around. They can turn these on the drop of a hat, as this trick will show you. Boy, didn't even crash or getting her down. Good job, guys. Got skis this time, though. Let's see how he does this time. Here you go. Hey, you're supposed to stand up. Whoa. Up, 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 up. Stand up. Stand up. Feet together. Feet together. That's it, Huck. Create a little extra weight for him. Let's bounce this guy around. There you go, Cyril. Turn hard and fast this time. Send him to go. Whoop. Still hanging on. Whoop. Send him downstream. There we go. Good. Hey, he finally stood up. Good. Ski around the boat. Other door. Good job. Takes a good boat driver and a real good skier with strong hands to hang onto that rope. We're going to come back down and do that again, so if anybody wasn't... Debbie Schroeder driving the boat. Robert Schroeder on the ski. Here she goes again. Ready, turn. Hang on. Up. There. Good job. All right. Gotten over? High-fiving everybody. Okay, when he comes down this time, he's going to try that barrel roll. Some of you guys might have seen this on ESPN or something. I think you got to be about half nuts to even try this. End up with a broken neck or something. Here we go. Let's try it again. That's it. Good job. 2 in a row. Good job. Okay, he's going to come around. We're going to try that Bobo with the sorry, a wakeboard. It's got the little fin in the back just like a surfboard. Something we haven't seen here at Boatnik before. We're out here with the one-man photo, and they're going to have a little surprise for you. The guy doing the dock start here, Jeff Wolverton, is an active club member. I think he just wanted to get out of working at Boatnik, so he decided to go water skiing. That's right, Jeff, we'll get in with you. Okay, here they go. Jeff will scissor room. Jeff will go up. Take off different directions. Jennifer will swing around, go the other direction. Hang on, guys. Stop. Whoa, there we go. Great job, man. Good job. Neat control. I just brother was right. Just hear all the people go. Take off the other direction. Opposite direction. Oh, there we go. Successful, guys. Good job, bud. Jeff. Big wave from the bridge. Carpets, Riverside Motel for allowing us to put the ski dock in. Audio visual repair, all the sound equipment. From zero right now with audio visual repair. Look at that boat turn. The competition water ski boat. There you go. Turn it off. Let's give him a big hand, huh? Good job. Also, we'd once again like to thank North River Jet Boats for being our safe pickup boat here for the water ski show. One more time. There we go. Big hand for the Thank you, guys. Okay, we're going to get these skiers out of the way and let Hill Skate get the business done. We'll get the drag boat back into the water. Oh no! River again. North River with those really nice jet boats. Just went down. North River with those really nice jet boats. Just went down and saved the poor guy. Here comes Pop. Skiing behind one of those beautiful North River boats. Get those out there at USAVE Market. Thanks, Hell's Gate guys. We really appreciate it. You guys have a good time down there with dinner. Any of you guys in the crowd haven't been on the Hell's Gate dinner boat trip, it's a must-do kind of thing. These guys really put on a good show. A lot of good food down there. Great ride on these big boats.
We're getting our man crew ready. This will be worth the wait.
Perhaps got way too many areas to switch. These guys.
Well, I just got half of that second tier up. They made the turn and they're heading down. Folks that can see, eyes on the river.
So far, so good. Everybody's up.
All right, let's give them a big wave as they come by.
What a great job. This is not an easy deal to pull off.
5-man, 2-tier pyramid. Up on the bridge, give them a big wave.
There we go. Good job, guys. Fantastic. Everybody step up. Great job. Good job. Summer Travis up there, a little more guts than I got. And that's a long way to the water up there. Good job, guys. Aquaholics.
Now the tough part now is to get the skis back on those two that were on top, right, Russ? Who was on those anyway? Zero.
events that take place on land. Well, today we finally put the folks at home, I should say, in the water.
Yeah, you don't see a whole lot of jet ski racing time, but this afternoon there was some at Riverside Park, and it can be more difficult than it sounds. The course is set up with several buoys that the jet skiers need to slalom around. Once the water gets choppy, that's when the drivers start to have their problems. Case in point, Dan Whiting, who has trouble on his green jet ski. And you're looking at one of the preliminary heats in the 550-440 class. Local driver Scott Hudson took command of this race and had very little trouble taking the checkered flag. He missed one buoy early on and had to go back. That dropped him out of the lead briefly. Hudson eventually took the lead and cruised to victory.
You know, Tom, a lot of people donate their time at no charge to make Boatnik happen. And one of those groups is the locally based water ski stunt team, the Aquaholics. They've been entertaining crowds at Riverside Park the last 4 years. Now, during their performance today, there was a skydiving contest. Divers were trying to hit targets along Riverside Park. Now, most made it successfully, and I should say the Aquaholics performed their trick successfully. You're looking at two of the oldest members of the ski team, Daryl Webb and Rob Schroeder. No skis necessary for these two guys. Now for something a little bit more difficult, a three-person slalom, and you're looking at Channel 10's very own Justin Campfield risking literally his neck to complete the stunt. This team puts in hours, Tom, of hard work to master these tricks. And there was pretty good crowd bankside at Riverside Park, and the Aquaholics didn't disappoint. For the grand finale, they performed a five-person pyramid. That's Summer Webb standing tall above everyone else, waving the flag. I'll have a closer look tomorrow at the Aquaholics. Now let's go out of the water.
Out of the water and onto the land where the softball tournament continues.
Repaired some of that.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our final day of coverage for Boatnik. Joining me is Tom Resupke. And Tom, Boatnik is always highlighted by the annual whitewater hydroplane race starting at Riverside Park. $6,000 in prize money on the line, and the same old names were in it this year again.
Yeah, Jeff Lewis, a Boatnik staple, was of course there looking to recapture some of the old glory, as was Frank Word, also of Grants Pass. Frank won the hydroplane race 3 straight years before having problems last year. He never even left Riverside Park, and last year's winner Roger Sanderson was back to defend his title.
It was a great start to the Boatnik 94 hydroplane race. Great skies above, nothing but blue everywhere. Big crowd on hand, the water's calm, which just made it a perfect day for racing. Now, only one boat didn't make it out of the starting gate, and so far, Frank Word, three-time champion, is in the lead, followed by Corey Law, who's only 6 seconds behind, and George Grant is in third. Is second, followed by Corey Law. Last year's winner, Roger Sanderson, is a disappointing 7th.
Jeff Laird in next. 54 minutes, 22 seconds.
Frank Word is your winner here at the 1994 Boatnik Whitewater Hydroplane Race. He finished with a time of 53 minutes and 44 seconds. He led start to finish. It's his 4th Boatnik title.
Last year I got hit from behind and I never got to race, and it's been eating at me all year, so I had to make up for it today. Plus a good friend of ours died 2 weeks ago and I had to win it for him.
I seem to always be following Frank lately. It's second place, but second's better than nothing.
Tom, really no great surprise, but it looked like Frank had something else on his mind just besides the race. But talk about a lighter subject, you know, Boatnik isn't just about having a good time. It's done to raise money for underprivileged children in Southern Oregon. The event wouldn't be cost-effective if many were not willing to donate their time at no charge to the Active Club. Now, one such generous group is the local ski stunt team, the Aquaholics. We saw them in action on yesterday's show. Here's an up-close look at these very talented skiers.
He is really a good kneeboarder, real powerful.
Their name says it all. The Aquaholics can't get enough of the water. Daryl Webb of Grants Pass is the leader of this ski stunt team. The group is comprised of 19 young water skiing enthusiasts from Jackson and Josephine counties. The last 4 years, they've all joined together to entertain the fans at Boatnik.
This is the only show that we do. We do it only for Boatnik. It's a donated thing. We do it for the Active Club just to help the children in our community, underprivileged children.
The Holics have practiced 2 nights a week for the last 2 months perfecting their stunts. Some have worked to perfection, others, well...
Look, he cracked the ski a little bit, too. That was our...
The ski didn't survive, but luckily Holic Rob Schroeder did. Look for Rob and the Holics come Boatnik 95. Now, originally, Tom, Boatnik hired a professional ski team from the out of the area, and the great thing about this team is every member is local and truly appreciates what Boatnik is all about.
Now, out of the water and onto the land where the softball tournament is wrapping up right now. Jackson's Sports Bar of Yakima is taking on Pegasus of Tacoma in an all-Washington final.
We don't have a final on that yet. Who knows? Maybe we'll have it for the 11 o'clock.
That's right.
It's been a lot of fun this year, so you want to stay tuned. For Jeff Palmer's half-hour special on transportation coming up at 5:30, we'll leave you with a look at the drag boat exhibition. Good night, everybody.
Making runs, and this is Gary Peterson of Medford. Here comes one of the top runs of the day. Mark Dowling in his disposable income trips the timer at 133.5 miles an hour. Tomorrow's exhibition is once again scheduled to run from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. The Pete Mock Memorial Tournament is quickly paring down the field and working towards tomorrow's championship softball game. 11 teams from Oregon and California started the tournament Friday night. Only 5 remain alive for the title. And as Ernie Banks would say, it's a beautiful day. Let's play 9. That's how many games were scheduled today. A good finish in this game between Portland in black and Reno in black. Down by 1 in the last inning, the Portland Pirates get a 2-run home run to take the lead today. And surprisingly, this has been some of the best action all weekend long. And the eyes were looking straight up at 1 o'clock. 4 parachutists took aim at the arrow right in front of the crowd, and I promised Mike Burrell I'd get him on TV. Here you go, Mike. An impressive landing. It's good enough to win today's closest to the mark contest. Yesterday's winner, Hoyt Patton, had some trouble today. What a difference a day makes. Patton ends up knocking down the wire fence. Hey, there's not a whole lot of room for these guys to land, so it's not easy. Patton, he wasn't the only one to take down the fence. Here comes another. Boom. Tomorrow, the skydivers will be splashing down in the water, and inner tube will be the target. The fences should not be a problem out in the water. Splashdown set for 11:15. And that is going to do it for today at Boatnik 95. Tomorrow's final day is highlighted by the 36th annual Whitewater Hydroplane Race. Frank Ward is expected back to defend his title from a year ago. It's a 2-lap race that starts in front of Riverside Park right at the end with a turnaround at the Robertson Bridge. The flag is scheduled to drop at 1 o'clock. I'll, of course, have a complete wrap-up tomorrow. We go out tonight with a look at the Aquaholics water ski team.
There goes 180s, 360s, skiing backwards by Travis Schroeder. Steers out there.
He's back. Good job, Debbie.
These are a neutral buoyancy board. You can actually start on your knees on these boards. It's a new deal out this year. Makes it a little bit easier in crawling up. They handled it nicely.
Jeremy did a nice job with the ropes there.
Hey, Paul, you forgot your skis. Okay, Paul, we were just kidding. You can let go anytime. Let go. That's the key here. Paul, let go. Let go anytime, Paul.
I think Cyril's enjoying this too much.
Paul, let go. I had a barefoot water skiing coach one time. Backs, back to fronts. This is actually a flying dog start, we call that. Jennifer's going to take that.
That is up. Daryl.
At the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery.
Well, hang in there. It's going. He finally gets it cranked up, and it's good to see him hit the course even though he's out of contention. Frustrating for his pit crew.
You know, he used to race raced when he was in high school. There he goes.
Today's race was missing something. Jeff Lewis. Lewis has run in the last 22 consecutive races. Now, he used to dominate this thing. However, this year, he was watching from the banks of the river.
I feel like a duck out of water sitting here.
Why aren't you out there?
Well, I went to this wedding down in Fresno, and I knew I'd have to forfeit the race by attending this wedding, which was very special of a friend of mine. So I wasn't able to get ready, or I have no excuse. Just wasn't ready. So.
Lewis says, yes, he will be back out there to teach them how to do it. Now, once the boats leave Riverside Park, they don't return for almost a half an hour. The turnaround is at Robertson Bridge, so the crowd waits patiently and listens to the updates on the radio.
I had my in-laws come up from down south, and so we wanted to make sure they got a good chance to see the boats take off, and so we got here early to make sure we did.
You pulling for anyone?
Oh, of course, Frank Word, I guess, always has to be the favorite.
Andrew Panks.
All right, you?
Grant Wallace.
All right, great. You guys have a favorite? You guys rooting for anyone out here?
Yeah, well, we feel sorry for that one that was, he couldn't go that fast, but I'm rooting for number 59, the yellow one. That's the one.
Who's that? What's his name?
I'm not sure.
How did you pick him?
I just like his boat a lot.
All right. 1993 winner Roger Sanderson of Trinity, California, took command of the race on the way down to Robertson Bridge, and he was the first to appear as the drivers returned to Riverside Park to complete the first lap. Sanderson had nearly a 45-second lead on Gold Beach's Jeff Laird. There's Laird in his number 11 car. It's a boat. Come on. And there goes Sanderson. Last year's winner, Frank Word, he was in hot pursuit in third place. I've got control of this thing. They're on boats. Sanderson increased his lead to almost a minute by the time the racers reached the Robertson Bridge a second time. Laird maintained his second place standing, but he put some distance between he and Word. It was almost impossible to catch Roger Sanderson. Sanderson's lead on Laird was more than a minute by the time he approached Riverside Park for the second and final time. Sanderson screams across the finish line with a time of 53 minutes and 48 seconds. It's Sanderson's second win in 3 years at Boatnik and his third straight win this year on the circuit.
It's just all working good. You know, showing up, we're doing our homework, got a good pit crew. Boat's just working good. I didn't expect to do this well today. We were around the first buoy, and Frank was the only one in front of me, and I passed him at disposal site, and it was c'est la vie from there out.
Second place once again goes to Jeff Laird of Gold Beach. He seems to be making a living out of finishing second at Boatnik.
I couldn't be any happier. This is 3 years in a row now I finished second place. And I'm probably the most proud of this one because I think I worked harder for this one than any of the other ones.
It's a speed race. I have, Zane Grant does my propellers for me, and he does a good job. So you can expect me on a speed race to be right there every time.
Congratulations to Sanders once again. Hey, that's going to do it for today at Boatnik 95. My special thanks to Ernie Ephraim, who did excellent work with the camera all weekend, and he was buying lunch too, so that's nice. Thank you, Ernie. I'll leave you now with more of the flat bottom hydros.
and Jennifer the boat lady. Got Cyril Bignotti in his boat. Deb in hers. Aquaholics, bunch of local folks here that do this out of the goodness of their heart to help support the Active Club, and don't accept a nickel for this, just do it for the kids. We really appreciate it.
Great show for us the last few years. We really appreciate it. It's a volunteer deal, and they're all local people.
Ready to go? Okay, here goes Aquaholics, a three-man pyramid. Jennifer Webb driving the boat. Beautiful mastercraft. Okay, they got all three of them up. Huck, John, and Brian going here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a barefoot pyramid going on. John Schroeder will be jumping off the top and trying to barefoot away. Keep an eye on the river. When he comes back downstream, he'll be barefoot.
Okay, they're coming back down in a three-man pyramid. Then John's going to try and jump out of the pyramid and take off barefoot. New trick for this year. This is your area of specialty there, Jason.
It is. We got three new guys out there skiing. John Schroeder's out there, jumping away. Watch him twist and turn, and having a blast. Kneeboarding away, crossing back and forth, spraying each other, having a great time. Give him a hand out there.
Debbie Schroeder driving that beautiful boat. How you doing, Deb? Good job. they come back down. Good job, guys. Next act up, they're going to try and teach a guy how to ski here. He was bragging earlier that he was such a great skier, so we're going to find out. This guy is probably the second least intelligent guy I know, next to the guy that jumped off the bridge. So, Cyril's going to hook up to him. That would be funny. Talking to guys down there explaining to him how to make it all work here. Bend the knees. Jason, you're the big skier. How does he need to do this? Explain to him how to do it.
Well, I just got this in. It looks like his name's Paul. Well, I can't even say it. Schlumpberger, I guess. Burger. You need to bend your knees. Keep your back straight. Legs bent. And go.
Go!
Down. No. Stand up. Turn around. Do something else.
I think he's supposed to have skis on, eh?
I got an idea. Let go. Let go. Holy cow. Turn around. Do something. Look out. This is going to hurt.
Huck, don't you think that's just a little bit unfair, though, sending him out without skis? We'll teach him how to ski. We ought to at least give him skis. That doesn't look comfortable.
Looks like that hurts a little bit. Bend those knees at least. That'll help you out a little bit.
Oh, finally dumped him. Nobody pick him up. Just let him go on downriver. Oh, he's swimming for it now. Miles an hour, best I understand. These shoe skis will help you learn how to do that, so Huck's going to show you how they work. Jennifer, pull him as hard as you pulled me that day down at the lake a couple years ago. Just stand on it. I made the mistake a couple years ago telling them that their boat didn't have enough guts to get me out of the water.
These ski shoes that Daryl's up on are barefoot training aids. We learn tricks front to back. That's turning around in a 180 direction. Daryl's been working on these for about 2 years. He's done a great job. Watch them. They're about a 14-inch boot is all they are. Take a look. If you look real close, you can see them.
Okay, Huck coming back down. They're doing about 29 miles an hour here in this boat. Motor turning about 3,000.
Good job, Huck. All right. Way to work it out there.
Good job, Huck. And the Huckster goes for a swim. Good job. An Aquaholic t-shirts. These are competition water ski boats. Motors mounted right square in the middle. They can turn on a dime. They're absolutely amazing. Okay, getting all set up here. 3 ropes, different lengths. You'll see why they need that.
Robert Shorter, Brian, and Paul. Doing good. Watch these guys crisscross do action. I don't know if you slow ski, but that's pretty difficult. Spray's hitting you in the face. You don't know which way you're going. These guys are doing a great job, though.
keep everybody out of our capsule pickup boat. There we go. That boat back there is for capsules, not for skiers. You guys stay out of there.
Good job, you guys. Crisping and crossing, going everywhere.
Good job.
All right, you guys, doing a great job. Everyone give a good round of applause.
All right. Yeah, I see another new deal in here coming up next. Big inner tube.
All right, here's a new one for us this year. Not an inner tuber. This guy is raw ball, pretty crazy wild man. Look at him do his somersaults.
Man, that's going to be tough to hang on to doing that. Wow.
Tom Pyle's one of our wild men. He's one of those wild jet skiers, too. He's really good at this sport. Goes
Good
crazy,
job.
tries it all. Good job, Rob.
Just jerk their arms off. Turn the other direction.
Actually, it's really neat. This shows off what a tournament boat can do. Turn it back on itself. With a tight line, the skier will go around the boat. The boat will turn underneath the rope. He'll be short, he'll duck down, and oh, he's down.
Go around, goes the other direction. Yeah, yell and scream. Let's see if he can do it.
The big old
Go, Robert! Go, Robert!
Go!
Too much.
He's gone! Good job, Robert!
All right. Good job, Robert. Next up's going to be Brian Moore on an e-board. What's he going to be doing, Jason?
Actually, this is my old event. Brian's taking it over and doing a lot better job than I ever did. What we're going to do is the same thing the skier did. Brian says he can do the same thing. He can do it better. You watch him ski around that boat just like Robert did on a ski, but Brian will be on a kneeboard.
I think I want to use that inner tube next time I go skiing. I think I could get up on that.
I don't know if it'll hold you, Russ. Maybe a little bit more air. Brian's kneeboard on a brand new Kidder Pro Link leaper board, we call him. Gets big and skiing backwards. Oh my goodness.
He's backwards. A backward start. Jason, he is better than you. But it doesn't take a whole lot.
He doesn't just move back to front. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Big air. All right. Nice jump there, Brian. Those wafer boards are about a half-inch thick. They have little pockets in them to keep the high jumps down to a minimum on your knees. Brian complains he has trouble walking after this event tonight. You watch him, he gets big air. I think he's going to have a surprise for us coming back downstream here. He's going to try a flip. I have not landed one of those yet. I land on my head. Brian can land back up on the board. It's pretty amazing. Here he comes back downstream. We'll see what he can do. All right, Brian, roll. Whoa, look at that.
Hey, man. Good job, Brian.
One more of those.
One more. working pretty.
All right, here we go, pulling out hard, around the boat. Jennifer ducks down. There it is. Hang on, Brian. Good job.
Oh, Jennifer, she's good at trying to goof you up, too. I was telling you a little earlier, they took me down to the lake. They backed all three of those boats up. All three of them threw me a rope because I told them they couldn't get me out of the water. They all three took off in different directions.
Yeah, I was there when that happened, and we still didn't get you up with all three tournament boats. Good job, Brian. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Good job. Here we go. Surfing USA.
Hey, Travis, when he gets real close to you like that, you can give him a shove, all right? Give these guys a big hand surfing on the old surfer behind the master craft.
They reach some of those hard-to-reach places when he's working on people's cars. It's a rope to Huck without slowing down and yank him right off the dock.
All right, one off the dock. There goes Brian Morris showing his stuff.
While they take him upriver and set this up, I'd like to thank the sponsors of this event, which is Huck's Garage, River City Denture and Dental, and Allstate Insurance. We really appreciate their support.
River City Dental is run by Robert Schroeder and Debbie Schroeder down there. They're part of our ski team. Good deal.
That guy that went off the bridge may need some dental work.
All right, Brian, let's see some stuff here, partner. Oh, we're going to do a boat around the boat. There we go.
I think they call this one a boat S. See, an O is a circle.
That's true.
And it goes like that, it's an S.
It does look like an S.
We got to keep this boy straight. No wonder they kicked you out of the team.
That's true. They did.
Okay, here it goes. Huck, you're going to be able to reach that oil fill cap on my truck now.
Watch the big hand up. Here comes the handle. Daryl's got it. Oh, here it comes. Slowing down. Brian, hang on, partner. Tight line.
All right, Huck. Woo! There we go. Little time saver there for getting a pup.
Daryl doesn't like those deep water starts. He likes to just stand there and go. You'll see him. There goes Jennifer pointing them out. They're cutting out as hard as they possibly can. Daryl's going around. Brian's coming over. Daryl, here we go.
Good job, guys.
Good job, gentlemen.
According to the pickup boat down here, the best place to get that stuff's at Eugene Skin Diver Supply. Good job, guys. How about a big hand for the guys doing this. Here we go.
Round the boat. Brian's going to lift the rope right now. Joe goes under. There we go. All right.
Oh, good job, Hawk. Jennifer Webb driving the boat. The boat lady.
Jennifer's doing a great job out there. Those guys are doing a good job too. We say dry suits, a lot of people might not know what that is. It's a rubber neck seal, wrist seal, and ankle seal with a zipper in the back. Those guys probably have their business suits on underneath it, staying completely dry. Give them a big hand.
Good job, guys.
Okay, partner, you need to bend your knees, keep your arms straight, your back straight. Not that much, that's a little too far. Sit up just a little bit. Now whatever you do, don't let go this time. You got skis, okay, partner? Okay, when you're ready, you just say hit it. Okay, hit it. Stand up, Paul. Stand up, partner. You got it. Stand up. Woo! Stand up. Stand up. All right, good job. You're doing great. Stand up. Bend your knees. Back straight. Stand up, partner. Arms straight.
I think your feet are supposed to be closer together.
Good, but here comes some rollers. Bend your knees. There you go. That's okay. You just sit down anytime you're tired. Hang on to that handle. Do not let go. That's the most important part of water skiing. Follow the boat, too. You got to do that. Bend your knees. There's some rollers. Good job. All right.
Grounding, Cyril.
Hang on to that.
Send him to Gold Beach. This guy's worthless. Get him out of here. Lots of speed, Cyril. Hit the gas.
Hit the gas, Cyril. Send him in a big loop there, buddy.
Act like a drag boat guy, Cyril. Stand on it. There we go.
Kick off them skis barefoot there, Paul. Okay, don't do that. Just kidding.
He's out of here. See you later, Paul.
All right, go to Gold Beach. Have a good look.
I think the Whitewater Hydro's going down there next week. Maybe you can say hi to him. Bye-bye, Paul.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Give us a good time. See you later.
Good job, Cyril. Beautiful over there.
Cyril's got himself one of those nice ski challengers.
Vince had a little problem, and Dad said, fix it. We can't get beat by get it wet. You got to get that boat running. We've been scrambling around finding machinists and so forth, and Alex and Get It Wet, and some of those guys are going to be back about 6:30 tonight to try it again. So we're going to have, hopefully all 4 capsule boats will run again about 6:30. A couple other big boats will run.
Yeah, those guys, you can go up there and see them at the El Dorado trailer up there by the museum parking lot with all the other drag boats. We really appreciate them coming down. Make sure you stop in and say hi.
This looks like a spaghetti nightmare here with all the ropes, huh?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Kerry and Jeremy, if there wasn't going on with those rope handlers, this thing would be nothing but a knot. Good job out there, Kerry and Jumper, waiting for them to get them all tight. They're setting up for the big pyramid climb.
That they talked a couple of Schroeders into going in on top of this, so they'll be the 2 guys up on top.
Not only the 2 guys, but they're, of course, as you heard, the brothers. No fighting up there. Listen to what Jennifer says, and we'll talk about all this later. Get up on top, wave us down, and we'll see you. All right, everybody made it. We'll see some skis come off, and Travis and John start climbing on top. When they come back down, they should be built and waving. visual repair. We really appreciate him out there picking up those skis for this pyramid and all his help this weekend for this nice sound. Okay, I can see him coming back downstream. They're building it up. John's already up on top. Travis is working on it. Good job. I don't know how many skiers are out there, but if you've ever had someone skiing your shoulder, it's pretty difficult. And it's up and running. Give them a big round of applause, waving away.
Good job, guys. This is really difficult. Big round of applause.
All right, Travis Shorter, John Shorter. All right, good job.
Good job, guys. Good job. Made the corner just fine.
Nice space. That looks like a good tournament show ski team. I've never seen one.
You know, these guys are just local folks here, do this out of the goodness of their heart, and we really appreciate it. Years ago, we used to spend quite a bit of money to bring a professional ski team down out of Portland. And Daryl Webb came up to me and said, listen, we can put on a pretty good show, and we'd like to do it just for the kids so that you guys don't have to spend money to put on a show. And that way more money can get donated to kids. And at first I was a little concerned, thought that might not be a real quality show, but as it turned out, every year they just put on a fantastic show, and we really appreciate it.
I think they've been doing a great job. A lot of these skiers are tournament skiers trying novice tournaments, doing a great job. Actually, the Aquaholics go up and we steal all the trophies from the Aqua Locos up there in Roseburg. These skiers do a great job practicing and they're putting in a lot of time. They're making a turn. It's pretty hard on those pyramids. Here they come on down. Waving away.
Good job, guys. Bringing everybody back down.
They're going to go around the pylon, come between them, and they're going to spin them for us without hitting each other, hopefully. These boats have 351 port engines in them.
More quality job, one. Okay, watch this, guys.
Here we go, spin them.
Yo! Another big hand for the Aquaholics Water Ski Show. We really appreciate you guys.
Good job out there.
Also, thanks for your patience today. We know we got you on the water plenty late. Hopefully we'll have this all ironed out for tomorrow. Aquaholics will be back tomorrow.
Those are sheer beautiful boats out there on the water.
Good. What a big gooey mess that deal is. You guys, so let's holler them on in, huh?
You bet. Let's give them some encouragement.
White Pat coming down first.
Yesterday, Hoyt hit the mark.
Roller for him, huh? Help him in.
Oh, he is going to be in trouble there.
A little short today.
You okay, Hoyt?
Good job, Hoyt. Good job.
Oh, look at this. He looks like he's going to hit this about right.
Oh, great shot, Mike.
Good job, Mike. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good here.
Oh, man.
That's what I said.
The inbred goose harmonic. That's a real hot spot of Mother. Let's cheer him on. Hope he stays away from the fence. Oh, I can see right now who's going to do this.
I called her a couple times. Sweetheart of a gal. She'll be driving the Aquaholics Mastercraft boat, bringing Huck, and who else was coming down, Jason? John Schroeder barefooting down. I see him in the water. Aquaholics, a bunch of local folks from here in town do this out of the goodness of...
Boy, tomorrow's going to be a big day, Russ. We're just jam-packed on the river from starting right off the bat in the morning, going right all the way through the day. We have got a tremendous program for tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow being Monday, the last
Here they come, barefoot. 1 foot. Huck's on 1 foot there. Ah, boy.
Canoe. Notice how deep the water is. And old Huck, he's a pretty tall little boy, but notice how deep the water is out there in the Rogue River. It's going to take him just a couple minutes to unload and get all situated down there at the dockside. Big thanks to the Riverside Inn this weekend. Ford Lincoln Mercury Mazda, Gold River Distributing, Oakland Paving Sand and Gravel, the Black Forest and Texas Restaurant, Mark's Insurance, Wheeler Toyota, by way, Wheeler Toyota last night. Off the prize of the 3 days, 2 nights, all expenses paid at the El Dorado Hotel and Casino in
Swamp Tire Center, Kelly's Irrigation, EBM Security, or the security folks that you see all through the park and over here at the hotel. So a fantastic job this weekend. Prudential Sherm-Heater Real.
Good cause, and that's just the way Jennifer is. Very, very, very warm-hearted person. Helps us out an awful lot.
Okay, Aquaholics ready to go here. We've got the first trick's going to be a 3-man pyramid, and then John Schroeder's going to jump off the top of that and take off barefoot from the top of the pyramid. This ought to be fun to watch. On the bottom, we got Huck and Brian. Aquaholics. Local water ski team do real well in competitions all over the state.
The Aquaholics are up and running. They're going to drop a couple of skis and go a 3-man pyramid.
Brought the show off yesterday virtually flawlessly. One little minor thing, but other than that, virtually flawless. Even got the 7-man pyramid up perfect. Made the corner 4 times with the pyramid up. Great job by these guys. Okay, they'll get the pyramid set up, turn it around, bring it back, and Jason Myrick steps up to the mic, guest commentator. I noticed you had a pretty good time last night.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun last night. That party. Really appreciate all the sponsors. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait for next year.
Okay, they've made the corner, going back down.
Look upstream for this, you'll see John Schroeder up on top. He's going to drop down right about that. See those steers? There he goes. Deep water start. Speed goes up. John's going to slide on out. Standing up on his bare feet. Look at that.
Good job, John. Hey, big man. John Schroeder. Last couple, 3 years, finally got sick of him, kicked him out. He's still a member of the Aquaholics, but we've got him so busy during Boatnik now that he's a club member that he's got no time left to perform in this performance. But next up, we're going to have a 3-man kneeboard. This is Jason's old event. Why don't you talk about it, Jason?
These boards these guys are on is a new style kneeboard they have. We call them a wafer board. They're about a ½ inch thick. Real lightweight, easy to do turns and spins. They are kind of a spoon shape on the bottom. They can do easy 360s, front to backs. A lot of fun. And have a lot of fun. That's what makes it exciting. The competition part of it never gets too rough. It's all friends. This whole ski team goes up there at Sutherland, Oregon. participation of the Aquaholic locos, and we usually come up with all their trophies. I'm kind of upset about that. It just shows the time they put in all their practice and come home with all these nice trophies and awards.
Deb Schroeder driving the boat. Good job, Debbie.
Debbie's 180s, 360s, skiing backwards by Travis Schroeder. Skiers out there is Travis, Robbie, and Jamie. They're going to make a couple laps here. Watch them jumping around, spraying each other, having a good time on those boards. 3 skiers is kind of hard to handle. Debbie Schroeder's doing a great job running that boat. That Master Kraus is a nice water vehicle.
Jeremy Dolan's the rope handler. Probably a pretty difficult job in this situation, trying to keep them all from tangling up.
Yeah, you got to keep those ropes separated. If you didn't have that, there'd be all kinds of problems. Short line, different rope lengths. Those rope handlers are the most important part of the whole boat.
See Chad Bowers out of bed this morning from the leader, KLDR. How you doing, Chad? Appreciate all KLDR's support, 98.3 FM. Boy, they just help us out all over the place for Boatnik.
Those guys sure make it look like a lot of fun on those boards. 360s, look at that, there we go. Whoa, down. Come on those kidder skis. I personally ski on the HO. I gotta admit though, I have a kidder wakeboard.
They're going to try a high-speed pickup here. They're just tossing the rope against the get back on that board.
Guys, hang on. These are
There we go. He's back. Good job, Debbie.
These are a neutral bicycle board. You can actually start on your knees on these boards. It's a new deal out this year. Makes it a little bit easier in crawling up. They handled it nicely.
Jeremy did a nice job of the ropes there. Debbie Schroeder doing a good job driving the boat. Schroeder's from River City Denture and Dental here in town. Big supporters of Boatnik. Ever need any dental or denture work, go see Robert. Learn how to barefoot water ski. He's got these shoe skis, kind of protect your feet and a little bit easier than actually barefooting. Just to kind of show you what it's like to learn how to barefoot and how they do it.
You can take a look down there on the starting dock. You can see these boots that Daryl's got on. Why don't you lift one of them up? All right. These things are about 14 to 16 inches long, and just like a regular old ski boot. Stand up. This is a training aid for barefooting, like Russ is saying. You can do front to backs, back to fronts. This is actually a flying dog start, we call that. Jennifer's going to take that.
How do you do? Daryl Webb, better known as Huck.
That's about 28-mile-an-hour trick. Daryl's making his turn up top, come on around. Here he comes. Let's see some 1 foot action there, Daryl. Can you get that foot up in the air for us?
1 foot, Huck, 1 foot.
There he goes. All right.
Late, so we move things around a little bit. After the ski show today, there'll be closed course hydroplane racing. Then the drag boats will run again around 3 o'clock.
I wonder because
After the drag boats and closed course hydros will come back out around 6 o'clock this evening.
On the starting dock right now, we got 3 great skiers. They're going to give us a try on this 3-man slalom skiing. There's skiers out there, but it's pretty difficult just one-person slalom skiing. We're going to have 3 guys stepping back and forth and just having a great time. Looks like we got Brian, Moore, Schlumberger, Robert Schroeder out there getting a shot. Hang on, guys. Oh, that's all right, Joe. These 2 guys give us a good show. Let's see some nice stuff. Wait for that. Rope handle and pull that handle on in. They go crazy, Chris, and cross and going after it.
Coming back downriver.
It's a 2-man now, Russ. I don't know if you saw the start, but we lost 1 skier. Robert Schroeder couldn't quite hang on. That's not a fall, though, and I can understand that. Got the river current coming down.
Whoa! Debbie Schroeder driving that beautiful boat.
This is a real good trick, doesn't it? It's really tough to see. I hope those guys don't have contacts on, spraying each other. Look upstream, they're coming on back down. Chris and crossing, having a good time. Pulled behind that beautiful red and white mastercraft.
Oh! You okay?
Looks like we'll let Brian Hughes trying to jump in the crowd over there. Playing that nice ski challenger. Beautiful turn and hook. Skiing the barefoot. He goes after it. He even said he was willing to go buy one of these dragsters if they let him. I don't think we're going to see that this year, though.
Couple up there for sale. Decided you want to become a drag boat guy and go on up there and see him. No Buzz Thornall's got one for sale. Did ride at 100 miles an hour earlier today.
One more time, people keep cycling through all those up there on the bridge. By the way, that is not 30 feet. We had a guy test it yesterday. It's only about 4 feet. He broke his leg, so don't even want to try and jump off the bridge, all right? Watch Robbie Kyle take off on these there, too. Jennifer left, drive that beautiful mousetrap. A little bit too much speed, he might just flip over. Holy cow, look at that, over and over again. Watch the boats, all right. Big air, here we go. Doing a great job out there.
Well, these are kind of fun to watch.
Those are a 351 engine in them. They have 235 horsepower and 215 at the prop. A lot of power to pull these barefoot water skiers and slalom skiers. Talking about Robert Schroeder, previously injured, who gets to show here on the slalom ski.
Don't forget, the closed course hydro is going to be on the water at 2 o'clock.
Debbie Schroeder driving that beautiful master cap with his lovely wife. Going to give him full. Hope you were nice to her last night, Robert. Might yank your arms off. Hang on to that handle. Here we go. Great start. Robert says he's going to try and ski around the boat. I don't know how many people have seen this before. Debbie's going to send him out. If you watch real close, she'll point. He's going to pull out as hard as he possibly can on edge. The boat will then turn under. They're all going to duck inside the boat. The boat will go up.
Okay, guys, the ski show is going to be over in about 10 minutes. If we get you to hold for just a second, we'd appreciate it. Will that work okay for you guys? About 10 minutes? Oh, you guys got people waiting. Okay, let's get through this trick and then I'll stop them for just a second, okay, guys? We appreciate it. Jimmy and the guys at Hell's Gate, these guys do a great job all weekend. We appreciate them working around us the best that they can. These guys trying to make a living. These folks over here on the dock, they're in for the ride of their life. A lot of fun.
Here, look upstream with me. Robert Schroeder's coming back downstream. There goes slow symbol. Debbie points. He's cutting out as tight as he can. Debbie's going to go underneath the rope. Here comes tight line. Robert, hang on to that handle.
Good job, Robert. Robert Schroeder, great job. Good job, Debbie. Okay, he's going to come back down one more time, make a loop, then we'll let the Hell's Gate guys get underway. Be just about 20.
If you watch for that O symbol, there it is. Debbie's going to do a point when she's ready. He's going to cut out as hard as he possibly can. Pull forward. There, around the boat, a lot smoother. There we go.
Great job. Good job, Debbie and Robert Schroeder. River City Dentures Dental. Great job, guys.
Be up at 85 to 90 degrees today. Beautiful weather for Boatnik. Good day to get over there into that Miller Genuine Draft Refreshment tent. Curl up under the big top over there and have yourself some adult beverage. Also go on up into the park.
Now the dog got Brian Moore starting up on that Kidder Pro Link keyboard. Doing a great job. He's going to catch some big air on that wafer board. 360 action. Back to front. Beautiful air there. Nice trick. Brian's been kneeboard probably all his life. Over the head, 360, good job. Brian's been working on a trick last couple of years. He's going to do a weight roll. We call that a flip. Go end over end. As long as he gets enough height, his head will not hit the weight, and he will clean a beautiful flip. Pay attention to the water. He'll be coming down in just a minute. Here he comes downstream. Let's give him a big round of applause and get him pumped up for this big flip. There it is.
Do it again.
One more time, Brian. Let's see it cut out there, buddy. Big air. Here it comes. Oh!
Oh, good job.
On out. Got the gal behind his back. He's going to unwrap that right now in the air. Nice job, Brian. Big air. All right. Got done doing. He's going to do a photo here for points. Right, he's going to cut out on that kneeboard. Plenty of time. How you doing, Brian? Let's see what you
good. Good job. Great job. Alcohol up there. Injected alcohol.
Great big coats on the rim truck, getting warmed up. Tuning them all up there.
Away, Brian.
Nice, Steve Challenger. Good job, Brian.
Beautiful scenery. Great trip you're about to embark on. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., the whitewater race. 2 laps down the Robertson Bridge and back. Our Marathon Association. Our River Rangers. Tailgate loading up the boat. Just about got everybody on board. They will embark on a trip of a lifetime.
Events over in the park this year. I don't know how many people come check it out, but you need to go up by the upper gazebo area. We have a magic show. We've got a photo ID booth, which is free to the kids. It's a new idea this year. That's going to be running until 4 o'clock. Go have the kids get their picture taken, and looks like all the up there. Got the gladiators. All right, Travis Scott out there on those wakeboards, getting big air and dark crossing and having a lot of fun.
Kind of a combination between water skiing and surfing.
Water skiing, skateboarding, surfing, snowboarding.
Everything's thrown all into one. Man.
All things that you and I can't do, Dan.
Yep.
Come back down. Hey, no fighting over there, you guys. Get some big air jumping. All right, Kristen Crossing, good job. Travis Schroeder, Scott, good job out there on water today.
We're going to get a beautiful view all day today. That's a fun trip going down through there.
Or it's pretty hard to stand up on. Take a lot of balance. After the ski show gets done, you can take the kids over to the park and find the Boatnik merchandise booth. We have free buttons for the kids standing under. If you'll go check that out, I'll be more than happy to give you a button.
Oh, did he? Cool.
Boy, what a disappointing finish for the Goodyear team at the Indianapolis 500. Talk about mental errors. Past the pace car with 10 laps to go. Past the pace car, issued a 2-lap.
Big controversy about the Indy 500. We even got a controversy going in the tower as to who did what and how come and who passed who and what should have happened. I imagine it's really heated back at the end.
Here down on the water. There goes Brian Morgan. Big top start. Give away, Brian. All right, good job. He's going to come back downstream and show us a little bit of trick skiing. He's going to show us cutting back and forth. He's going to show us how to do a nice photo, I believe.
Here, different from a boat O, it's a different letter in there.
Watch water, you can see the white water coming off that prop will make a head shape on the water. Brian's going to get a point from Jennifer. He's going to go as far as he possibly can. Pull, 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 Brian, ski around the boat. Everybody in the boat, please duck. Thank you very much. Come around the boat. Brian, follow that boat back around. Look at that S. All right, good job, guys. Yeah. Bring this on around. There we go. Good start. We call that a quick thing. Good job, gentlemen.
Jennifer's rope handler is Carrie Lukabaugh. Jim Lukabaugh over in Cyril McNally's boat. The county dare officer.
Jennifer told me personally that Carrie's the best rope handler she's ever had. If it wasn't for those rope handlers, I'll say again, this ski show would not be happening. Thanks again to Carrie and Jeremy. These guys get turned around upstream, they're going to come back down. About 30 seconds, you'll see them up on the water. If you look up there, they're going to do a 2-man photo. Both skiers around the boat, different directions. They're going to crisscross in the middle. This is a very difficult trick. Watch for Jennifer. She's going to point. There they go. Pull, 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 gentlemen. Brian's going to go around. Go around. Huck's going to go right underneath him. There we go. Good job.
All right, great job, guys.
Big hand, they can hear you on the water. Same deal, don't let go of that handle and make sure you follow the boat, okay? Pull out as far as they possibly can. Brian's going to come on around the boat. Dale's going to speed right underneath this line. There we go, good job.
Good job, guys.
Big round of applause.
They put on this show out of the goodness of their heart. So the active book and donate funds to the kids in this community, and we sure appreciate their support.
We really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Dale, Brian, Jared.
Cyril up in here. Let's see if we can try this again, Cyril.
Those skis are kind of slick, yeah. You want to pull back just like that? Bend your knees a little bit more. There, no, not that much. Those guys will give you good coaching lessons. Here comes the handle. Pay attention. Don't let it hit you in the nose. Cyril McNally, we want you to give this guy a good pull, okay? You're supposed to stay on the dock, Paul, but that's okay. I guess you can start down in the water. You say hit it when you're ready. All right, Cyril. Let's hit it. Stand up, Paul. Stand up. Stand up. Get your butt forward. Knees bent, hips forward. Come on. Stand up. You're doing good. You're doing good. Don't let go. Make sure you follow that boat. Stand up, Paul. Get those skis together. They're a little bit too wide. Stand up. Bend your knees. Here comes some bumps. Holy cow, that must hurt. You're doing a good job, Paul. Hang on, don't let go, don't ever let go, that's key. Good job, you're doing a good job. Oh, hang on, you almost lost it there. Bend those knees back straight. Get those hips forward, shoulders back.
Cyril, he ain't never gonna get this. Let's send him out of here.
Cyril, why don't you just get him down there, jump up that speed about barefoot and Paul, we'll see you.
Stand on it, act like a drag boat, hit the throttle.
Go ahead, get him smart speed.
Cyril gonna loop him around one more time.
Paul, you're just not show ski material. I'm sorry, pal.
You gotta stand up, Paul. Get him out of here. Stand on the
Hey,
throttle.
Cyril, we need to get rid of it. Get him on down there. Hey, Paul, we'll see you later.
This is not an easy trick, so we'll have a moment of silence. Yeah, that's long enough.
I think that was long enough.
Yeah.
These guys getting their ropes all in line so they don't get tangled up. 7 ropes is a lot to handle down there.
I was announcing the
These skiers will come out all skiing off the dock, and instantly we can see 2 of them drop their skis and start climbing up top, skiing on everyone else's skis. There. Alright, the skiers are all getting their skis dunked down in the water. They got their handles. They're all getting situated. A lot of equipment in the water right now. Concentration, Jennifer. The key here is a real smooth start by the boat driver, Jennifer Webb. She's going to pull them nice and smooth and start standing up. Some of those guys down there stand up already. There they go. Good job, everybody.
They're all up. They'll start climbing up, dropping skis.
Watch both the third people in. They're going to take their skis off right now. Travis Schroeder got his arms around his 2 partners. There goes the skis. Coming on up. Sarah Big County of Audio Visual Splash, they go pick up those scores right now.
Jim Lukaba out to save the ski.
Yeah, by my house, the river flows a lot faster.
Corner up there.
They got one down the pyramid built. It's looking good coming back downstream. Our second climber is beginning to climb up to the top right now. We'll look upstream. You can probably see him right about now. If these guys get this built, we need to hear the biggest, loudest noise we can see. Oh, there it is. All right.
2 days in a row. Let's see if they make the corner. They're going to go down around the other fight.
No fighting, guys. Come on now.
I'm going to tell your mama. Good job, boys. Good job, guys. Aquaholic water ski.
Good job, everyone down there.
They say they got a little surprise for us. Let's see what they got. Let's hope there is.
Backflip off the top.
Oh, good job.
Good job, you guys. Give us a wave to John Travis.
You betcha. Swimming for shore. Mercury. They're swimming straight for the steak burger outfit over there.
You bet. For Thursday, swimming for the Miller Genuine Draft.
Now, Danny, these boys be heading for the Pepsi booth.
If those guys try and come over to the beer garden, make sure you check their IDs. Jennifer, we want to see at least 2 stars dunk down in there. Boats are going to come back downstream with the Ski Challenger up front, of course. That's probably one of the best boats down there.
Yeah, Jason.
Actually, I'm biased. That's what my parents have. Here they come. You hear those double barrel opening up right now? Come down as fast as they possibly can. And Cyril McNaughty, Money Visual Supply, is going to crank it around the pylon, come up between the 2 boats, and they're going to try not to hit and stand around each other. The key here is timing and great boat driving like these two. Here they go. Stand them. Woo!
Good job. Good job, guys. Big round of applause for Aquaholics.
Jennifer, you got beat. I think Cyril and Debbie both dumped farther down than you did. Jennifer wants to try it all over again. Good job. Here we go. They're going to try this one more time, looks like.
Jennifer's a sore loser. She wants a second shot at this.
Okay, Jennifer, crank that baby around. Holy cow, who's this? Oh, man, he's down and down in front of her. Why don't you spray him, Dad? Holy cow. Get that guy with that jet. All right. Needs a good shower.
Good job, the Aquaholics Water Ski Show. Boatnik 95. Next up's going to be the closed course hydroplane race. As soon as we can get the Aquaholics loaded up and out of Baker Park, the hydros will back in and put on a show for you. Drag boats will be up around 3:30.
All right.
Then the hydros will come up again after the drag boats around 6 o'clock tonight.